Generations of San Antonio residents can tell you the story. Go to the railroad crossing where the school bus full of children was killed. If you put your car in neutral, the children's ghosts will push your car across the tracks and out of harm's way. The proof? Their handprints appear on the back of your car. Over the decades, many have been drawn to the site. It even appears on Google Maps. There are just a few problems, including that the story was transplanted from over 1,000 miles away. But there are grains of truth and a genuine local phenomenon behind the legend of the ghost tracks. First, the truth. On a snowy morning in 1938, a school bus was making its way through the winter cold. The driver stopped at a railroad crossing, but his windows were fogged, and he saw nothing. He pulled forward onto the tracks, where the bus was struck by a freight train going 52 miles an hour. Wreckage was strewn for half a mile, and bodies lay scattered in the snow. 15 survived that day, but 23 children and the bus driver were killed. And oddly enough, it happened not in San Antonio, but in Salt Lake City, Utah, on December 1st, 1938. But it was reported nationwide the next day, including on the front page of the San Antonio Express. And somehow, according to a city library archivist, the story became attached to the Shane Road crossing in San Antonio itself. Perhaps because for years that crossing had its own mystery, a phenomenon called a gravity hill. There are gravity hills all over the world, and they seem to attract spooky stories, because at these spots, an optical illusion makes you think you're rolling uphill, when in fact you're going down. Until 2019, San Antonio's ghost tracks were just such a spot. Your car would appear to roll forward against gravity. Many who came to test the phenomenon would sprinkle baby powder across the backs of their cars to record the ghostly handprints. And sure enough, the handprints would appear. But the more likely explanation was that the prints were already there, from the last time you closed the trunk of your car. And in 2018, the entire dangerous location lost its gravity illusion when the railroad leveled the crossing. This hasn't harmed the story, which still wins Best Urban Legend each year in the San Antonio Current, but it has surely preserved the safety of curiosity seekers. For trains are deadly, and if you stop on the tracks, there will be no ghost children's hands to push you to safety. Read more about Gravity Hills and the 1938 crash, and see video of the ghost tracks intersection at Linktree Texas Ghost Tales, and tune in next for the story of La Llorona.